you know, the narrative out there, as you mentioned, that Russia is taking over the conversation. Nation states are trying to control the narrative in their own borders. You know, it seems as though what you're saying is we're focusing too much on just one piece of.
Yeah, we're focusing specifically on Russia when the reality is we need to be focusing on the process itself, inoculating the potency of the meme. You know, a chaos op, it's like, you know, the way it works, the first thing that you do is you take into consideration the cognitive biases of the population. The meme will then manipulate these things. Then you zero in on your target audience. So using spiral dynamics, for example, to find the social evolutionary state of your target audience. That's a very easy thing to do. The next thing is discovering the psychoarchetype of your audience. What's the psychological makeup of the audience? So you have your target audience. You use socionics, for example, for a successful psychoarchetype. You can then discover who their obvious pairs are, alliance pairs. While simultaneously, socionics allows you to find the adversarial pairs, so you already know what you're up against. Now, a chaos op will start with testing a meme after this process of targeting is done. In order to test a meme, you have to have an incident. An incident is what everybody is looking for. So an incident could be, I don't know, something that would trigger the idea of xenophobia. You take the incident and then weaponize it via Hegelian dialectic, which is the problem, outcry, solution. Or in this case, incident, outcry, solution. So the way meme warfare would work with a chaos op is to find that incident, weaponize it, using machine learning, artificial intelligence infused bot technology. You create the outcry, you manufacture it. And you do this on every vector. But you'll test it first on, and you can stop me if I'm going.
No, this is good.
And you would test it first by, it's so much easier to do than to explain, but which is probably not a good thing to say. But so you know who the target audience is. You then begin to weaponize a meme. So you have to test it somewhere. You put the meme together, host it on Instagram or Pinterest or Flickr. And the quickest way to test the meme for success is to weaponize the hashtags that are already in use and to use Twitter. Once you find a successful meme that organically begins to take shape, you then use your bot technology, fan the flame of the organic response, and then take that successful meme and apply it to every single vector. And each of the accounts on each vector is completely weaponized. And what I mean by that is a Twitter account, for example, will have the image, the bio, the hashtags, and the link all weaponized for the one particular target audience. Then the tweets will be exclusively about whatever the topic is. Who the account is following, that's all weaponized because you're following all the chieftain of the digital tribal society. And then your retweets, and you just make sure your follower and followed ratio is right, and you have a fully weaponized account. And the thing is, there's services that will put this stuff together for you on dark web. They have Flickr services, Instagram services, Twitter services. So you can, one guy with a laptop can put a campaign together pretty quickly. It just comes down to the account creation.